I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
Hey, MP, it's your world. We just living.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jimmy Butler.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boomer in at the point. And for Dallas, Kyrie Irving out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Butler. And it's Davis in at the 4 slot. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Here's Boomer. The rebound by Beasley. Pass to Irving. Now here's Davis, defended by Portis. Beasley, right side. Outside for Irving. Clock at 4. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handling, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Here's Boomer, an elite offensive player, averaging just over 33 a game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Butler surveying the floor. On the wing, Irving. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Connect. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Boomer. Got it. Good job in the low post. Boomer's got 6 points. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Butler finds Beasley. Davis from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Coming into this, having Knox to win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Outside Butler. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little area.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Over to the wing. Here's Boomer. Checked by Davis. Pass to Doncic. From downtown. And the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 5 now.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or...
Timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
On the court for the Lakers, Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. And it's Boomer in at the 1.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. For 3, Hardy. It's hauled in by Portis.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 30 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the strike. After a while, everything went through him. He just completely dominated, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Now here's Irving. Tightly guarded. Count that bucket. Irving's got 5.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
This one for 3. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Pass to Hardy. 51 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Poole. Oh, Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
So both teams making some changes here. .44 seconds left to play in the first half.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Doncic passes to Williams. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game. The first one falls. And Williams drops them both. There's 31 seconds left in the second. Irving finds Beasley. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Releases. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Doncic launches from deep. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Los Angeles Lakers.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Timberwolves, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Beasley. No points so far. We've got Davis. Kyrie Irving out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Lively in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Irving, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Boomer can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Kyrie Irving good for 3. Irving's got 8.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Here's Boomer. The Mavericks pull it in. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Beasley, pass to Davis. Butler with the ball. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Love the force and focus that Butler plays this game with. That was reflected in the finish.
Boomer nails the baby hook. Boomer's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Beasley for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Portis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Williams, a screen on Davis. Off target with the open look.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's Irving. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. 10 points for him. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Boomer. He's guarded by Irving. Right wing. And here's Connect outside. Drills it from deep. Connect's got 8 points.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Dallas. Karis LeVert's checked in for Butler. Hardy comes in for Beasley. And it's Jordan Poole in for Irving. The Lakers also with a sub. Luka Doncic is checked in for Portis. Lively finds Poole. They get the rebound. Up and over Doncic. Here's Lively. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Here's Boomer. Count the basket. Boomer's got 21.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Poole with the ball. Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Martin comes in for LeVert. .105 left in the third quarter here. Davis against Vanderbilt. Just 5 to shoot. Davis down low. No luck on that one.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Boomer. And again, it's the Lakers.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Mavericks trail by 11. Martin outside. It's Poole on the wing. Rebound, the Lakers.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Marshall passes to Doncic.
Set up!
Doncic throwing his weight around.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team.
It's a completely new group here for the Mavericks.
Got this, MP.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Portis, the pass to Boomer. Here's Connect. Pass to Boomer. Tipped.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on it.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Mikal Bridges, Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Connect, and it's Boomer in at the one. Irving, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Boomer, and he hits the jumper for two. Boomer's got 10 points here in the second half.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And here's Butler outside. Jimmy buckets with the tray.
Shooting with great confidence, Butler fires immediately off the catch.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Pass to Williams. For three. Fires in the triple. Boomer's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Irving. Six to shoot. And the layup is good.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
The Lakers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Boomer driving to the basket. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
When Butler hits this shot, he's impossible to defend.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Boomer. There's the drive. Got a piece of it.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Lakers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
And so they're able to hold on strong once again and go up 2-0 in this season series. And with only one game left to play between them this season, I'm sure they're hoping for a clean sweep against the Mavericks.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Boomer.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Portis outside. Pass to Boomer. Now here's Bridges.
Right here.
Williams a screen on Butler. For three, Bridges. And it's Irving with a rebound. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.
Great win tonight, MP.
Wins pay the bills, baby. Fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint.
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Minnesota. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
Well, I think for Minnesota, this season has been much more of a grind for them than anyone expected. They've only been a shadow of the team that was so dominant a year ago.
Yeah, honestly, guys, we expected a lot more from them. They've had a lot of things go wrong this year.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got Bobby Portis. Boomer out there with Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, Goodwin out there with Dillingham. Then it's Randall. Then there's Pokusevski. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining. And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Boone. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
That's a good one. Now Pokusevski. He's guarded by Williams. Pokusevski can't hit. Here is Boomer. Even when an opposing defense is giving him everything he can handle, he still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game. And Connect gets it to go.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
Pass to Randall. Right wing. Bridges against McDaniel. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Portis. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pokusevski finds Randall. Here's Dillingham. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Boone. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Randall. Jacks up a 3. Rebound the Lakers. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Trains the three-pointer. Randall's got 5 points so far.
working on being more consistent with this shot. Randle certainly helping his confidence moving forward.
Here's Boone. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
The Lakers with the ball, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Out to the right wing. Portis finds Williams. Lakers working the ball around now. And the Lakers with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Dillingham. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
1:02 left in the first quarter. Bridges outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Dillingham with it. 23 points his last outing. Randle outside. Shoots over Portis. Randle no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Pokusevski. Jones comes in for Julius Randle. Delano Banton's checked in for Goodwin. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Dillingham. Now here's VanVleet. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones, no luck. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-6 run. Doncic feeling it out. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Los Angeles on top, up by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Pokusevski's checked in for Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Goodwin's checked in for Maladon. And Dillingham subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone in at the point guard position. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against Dallas, played phenomenal. He had 34 points and made the most of his opportunities from both the floor and the line. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they want to keep it going tonight.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
1:30 left in the first half. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall outside. And here is Goodwin, still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. They get it again to the left wing. Out left to the wing. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now Dillingham. He's got 10. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Dillingham. Defended by Bridges. Randall no good. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Boone. Count it. Boomer's got 4 this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Since every shot is going in, they should just keep running sets for him.
Bridges passes to Boone. Back to Bridges. Portis a screen on Jones. Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so we conclude the first half. Lakers lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
They've got McDaniels. Goodwin out there with Dillingham. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Pokusevski in at the 5 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Dillingham with the bucket. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Goodwin. Pokusevski with the ball. Now here's McDaniels. No scoring in this one. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Boone, and stolen by Dillingham. To the paint. There's McDaniels. Pass to Pokusevski. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Misses the three. Lakers leading by 5. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets it go from the wing. Boomer, no good. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Pokusevski. Randall right side. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Portis. Here is Boomer. He's got 14. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw, no good for Portis. Timberwolves trail by 7. Randall outside. They set the pick. The 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Over Randall. Portis can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
1:57 left in the third quarter. This one for 3, and down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Boone. Boomer's got 5 points in the quarter. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Minnesota making some changes. Walsh is checked in, and Jones subbed in for Goodwin. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Van Vliet looking around. Rebound the Lakers.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Boom. Again, Los Angeles.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Three-pointer, Randall. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. To the right side. The shot's good from Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got his first points in this one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Van Vliet passes to Randall. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to Boomer. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to connect.
On the wing.
The 3. Randall grabs the board. Jones against Bridges. Jones the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Randall, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Lineup here for the Timberwolves. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Hey, who got him?
Boomer, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Boomer. Mikal Bridges out there with Portis. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard position. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tillingham. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Boone. Good on the triple. Boomer's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Pass to Randall. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Off target at the rim. Here is Boomer. On the wing, Bridges. Williams has a screen for Bridges. On the wing, Williams. Shoots. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net. Timberwolves trail by 8. Randall down low. Looking on Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both shots good from the stripe.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Here's Boone. They get it back.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Inside. Randall down low. Defended by Portis. Randall no good. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Boone. And stolen by Dillingham. Here's McDaniels, gets the bucket, and the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside. Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
LA has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Boone. Yes, that goes in. Boomer's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. The offensive rebound.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Hits the three-point bomb. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Randall against Portis. Great D that time from Portis.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he goes in for the dunk.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Pass to Randall. And here is Goodwin. Shot to stop the run. The shot, no good. Here's Boone driving to the basket. Yep, it counts. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Way to bring home that W. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
It's a very special day on the calendar. Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Thursday, the Houston Rockets come to town. And then Sunday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And the Lakers starting five. They've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. Connect is out there with Williams. And it's Boomer in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, they've got Castle. He's out there with Chris Dunn. Wembanyama out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Bird in at the 4. All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
Here's Castle. Dunn outside. Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Short trip to the rim for Wembanyama. That's a nice finish.
Here's Boomer. And here's Connect outside. And it's Bird with a rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. Up top, Dunn. Right side, Wembanyama. Lets it fly. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
How can you even guard someone who is 7'4" on the catch and shoot? Quick answer, you can't.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Here's Bird. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Boomer. Hits the three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Castle for 3 from deep. Wembanyama. Rebound by the Lakers. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Pass to Bird. Here's Castle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
He's perfect from the line this time. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
And here's Connect outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Dunn. San Antonio again missing.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And Connect gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Connect's got 5.
And Bridges has a nice all-around game, including knowing when to involve his teammates.
Bridges against Vassell. Lets it fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. 1:56 left in the first.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. Pirtle's checked in for Wembanyama. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Dunn. Here's Bird. Clock at 6. Here's Castle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. He'll take it.
Now here's Williams. No points yet. Pass to Boomer. Fires from deep. On target from range.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Spurs trail by 5. Vassell outside to the wing on the left. Here's Bird. Here's Castle. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
That one goes in.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Boomer. From deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles up 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And thanks again for tuning in. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here.
What are you doing, all right? Go get him.
Spurs trail by 4. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Chris Dunn is out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Bird in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He finished with 30 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe. We should have expected a game like that, given his impressive form of late. We'll see if he keeps going tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Knocks down the long J.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Here's Boomer. Give him 8. And the shot's good.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Castle. Dunn outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Williams. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Bridges passes to Boomer. Now Portis. Here's Boomer. And the layup is good off the glass. Boomer's gotten 4 this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Spurs trail by 11. Here's Castle. He's got 7. Pass to Boomer. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here is Williams. Here's Boomer. Hits the trifecta. Boomer's got 15.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
There's 31 seconds left in the second. Here's Castle. 9 points for him in his last game. Dunn outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Boomer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Lakers on top. They lead by 14. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the 3, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowout.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Boomer. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Mikal Bridges, Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Connect, and it's Boomer in at the 1.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And that one's good. Boomer's got 19 points.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Pass to Vassell. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Vassell. Wembanyama's got 9.
A 7-footer with a good stroke. Wouldn't be showing that confidence from range.
Here's Connect. Portis outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Dunn.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bird. No made baskets yet. Wembanyama, screen on Portis. And it's Bird missing. The Lakers lead by 13. Here's Boomer. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Castle. 9 points in the game. Pass to Bird. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. It'll be the 5th meeting of a strenuous 7-game road trip. For three, Bridges. Counted from distance. Bridges has got his 2nd basket of the night.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Now here's Dunn. Defense right on him. That one falls. Dunn's gotten his 1st basket of the night.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And San Antonio making a change here. Oubre's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Vanderbilt's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Boomer. That one's true, and that's 9 for 12 for him now. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Dunn outside. Pass to Castle. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And once Wemby has that offensive board, the rest is easy, especially considering his size.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Dunn.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Drops in the 3. Oubre's got his 1st bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Here's Boomer. He's got 27. The jump hook, and the layup is up and in. Boomer's got 29.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Outside Oubre, from outside the arc. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 19. Here's Boomer. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And the basket is good. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Dunn, the pass to Wembanyama. 1 second left. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Always, coach. All right, get in there.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Boomer. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Boomer's got 31 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Chris Dunn is out there with Castle. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Bird in at the power forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Vassell can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Boomer. It's tipped.
Watch outside.
Here's Vassell. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Boomer from behind the arc. Vassell with the rebound. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell.
Get there, get there.
Here's Bird. On the wing, Vassell. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. And it's Bird missing. Los Angeles leading by 18. Portis outside. Here's Boomer. On the take. Good work there as it goes. Boomer's got 18 points in just the second half.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Dunn, the pass to Vassell. Connects from downtown.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Williams. Bridges outside. With the floater. And it's good on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Lakers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And this isn't something we get to see every day, folks. This team has fought their way to an amazing 71 total wins this year. Unbelievable.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Boomer.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
That one's good for 2. Boomer's got 38 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots. Misses the jumper. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Great win tonight, MP. great music, great ribs. This is one city I don't mind visiting.
Fans live for games like this one.
Here we go, MP. You know you can do it.
You got this. This game is all you.
Up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Lakers. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they're right in the playoff mix, sitting 7th in the West. They want to continue to improve game by game. Lakers, Grizzlies, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for Ja Morant.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Connect. Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Boomer. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Koulibaly is out there with Bol Bol. And it's Edey in at center. And these two teams are both aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Morant with it. Lets the three fly. The Lakers with the rebound. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratching your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not going away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Now, Koulibaly. After the missed three from Bobby Portis. Morant with the bucket.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Here is Boomer, guarded by Morant. Here's Boone. Edey with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. You look at the Grizzlies. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out the Lakers, they've fulfilled expectations and then some. Riding high down the back 9 now, looking invincible.
Lakers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Releases. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 5.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Morant. He has 5. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against San Antonio, played some superb basketball. He dropped in 38 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Now, here's Bane. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane, so dangerous from out there.
Here is Boomer. They trail by 1. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Boone.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Hardaway's checked in for Coulibaly. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Turner's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Portis. James checked in for Bridges. And Doncic is subbed in for Connect. And Doncic gets it to go.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Outside, Bane. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Memphis moving that ball around. To the middle. Here's Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 10 points for Ja Morant.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And it's good, 2 points.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
He takes it in. A kick out to Bane. Outside Hardaway. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Morant. 10 points for him. Morant with another miss. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drops in the tray. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And changes for Memphis. Bol, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Bane comes in for Coulibaly. And it's Morant in for Dennis Schroeder. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Mikal Bridges checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. Bol, the pass to Morant. Here's the three. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Bol out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Morant following the 3 moments ago from Boone. Kessler setting the pick for Morant. Pass to Bol. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Bane. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:09 left in the second quarter. Bridges kicks to Boone. Takes a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Memphis trailing here. Ball stolen. Moving it up. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Boone. Will it go? And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 15.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmers to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Coulibaly comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And another basket for the Lakers.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Morant outside. Payne for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, these guys are BTH, big time hungry.
Ooh, I like that, and I'm certainly glad they aren't hangry. But look, these guys are planning to make the postseason, and their attitude is, let's just get it done. Anything is possible.
And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Boomer. Portis is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the 2. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Now, here's Bull. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bull's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Grizzlies. To the wing right side. Here's Connect. Bridges for 3. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Bull. Now, here's Bane. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Bridges. Here is Boomer. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time. Bane finds Morant. Shot from 12. A rebound by the Lakers. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Bridges. Banked in off the glass. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
Bane looking around. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Morant.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And it's Connect in the corner. Bridges outside. Shoots the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Edey. Still yet to score. Nailed from three-point land.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
And a wide-open look for Portis. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Outside, Bane. Shoots over Connect. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Bane.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Johnson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Boone. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Johnson outside. Morant left side. To the inside. Edey gets the bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here is Boomer. He's got 18. On the wing, Bridges. He's defended by Koulibaly.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And it's Morant missing. Lakers leading by 5. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. With the shot, again the Lakers. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here is Boomer. 20 points for him. And the shot is good. Boomer's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And here's Morant. High, arcing shot. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along. The Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Walker Kessler. Koulibaly comes in for Johnson. And it's John Morant in for Dennis Schroeder. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Mikal Bridges checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Bol. And it's Koulibaly in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Boomer gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Edey can hit. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here is Boomer, guarded by Bane. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 10 points here in the second half. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant outside. They set the screen from deep. Second shot opportunity. Here's Edey. And finally they hit one.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Boone driving in, and that one good. Boomer's got 28 points for the game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
The three from Morant sinks the triple. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Jaw's ability outside the arc.
There's the drive. Boomer gets the bucket.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Boomer.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Bull after the three-pointer from Boone. Here's Koulibaly. Can't connect from short range. The Lakers controlling the game. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Pass to Portis. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.